Okay, now let us talk about this so-called fast fashion. And everywhere you look, you see these various brands. And one thing I understand, when you see certain things available to third world country and they're available to a poor class of people, these people allow it. So there must be an agenda why they are allowing these poor class of people to be opening boutiques, to be selling clothing, to be having clothing line all of a sudden. Why? When I look into the labels of these clothing brands, some of them, it usually say 100% polyester or some polyester mix or recycled polyester. I might not be an expert when it comes on to frequency and fabric, but surely polyester cannot be good for your frequency. And when you see these fashion so widely available in the Caribbean and Africa, you realize there is an hidden hand and there is an agenda because it is allowed. When you look on Instagram, social media, there is always someone selling clothes from their licensed, registered boutique, right? All of a sudden. And when you look on the fabric, recycled polyester some of the times, we barely see natural fibers anymore. People understand something is going on, right? Now, if you're from the Caribbean or Africa, most of the people have their clothing built. They purchase the cotton mix, they purchase the linen, whatever natural fiber is available, and they go and they have their clothes built by their tailor, the dressmakers, the seamstress. So when you have these so-called fast fashion, it completely kills an industry. It kills the skill, right? Because everybody's flocking to these cheap fashion, these cheap polyester clothing, thinking it's a flex, thinking that they're moving on up, which is some sort of a progress. But understand, these fashions are allowed in for a reason, right? When you pay attention to people who are in the upper echelons, their children usually wear what looks like natural fiber. You don't see them in a lot of polyester. You only see a particular class of people dressed in this polyester, and the excuse is this: it's cheap. But what is it doing to your frequency? As I said, I am no expert when it comes down to frequency and fabric. But best believe, when you see these people, they are making these fashions so easily accessible to particular third world countries and to particular class of people. Something is up. Something is up. Everybody all of a sudden have a boutique, right? Something is definitely up. So you need to understand that we're in a spiritual war. And it's not just our food. It is also our clothes. And polyester is a synthetic fabric. It's made from the byproduct of petroleum. So it's not just these E numbers, it's also fabrics as well. And this is the same petroleum that climate change activists are against, that they want to get rid of and bring in electric vehicles. Somehow, something is going on. And we need to connect the dots. We need to use critical thinking and realize we are in the midst of a spiritual war. Right? We need to really ask ourselves, do we want to put recycled fabrics, recycled polyester on our children's skin, on our babies' skin? Do we want to put them in recycled polyester? We need to seek the face of the Most High and understand we are living in the end times, right? The enemy don't play fair. Let us pray and say, glory be to the Most High.